Chantel.
And I'm Carly.
And you're watching Human Insider. Expectancy Violations Theory. This was created by Judy Burgoon, and it's the analysis of personal space and how it affects communication and more specific expectations with personal space and communication.
And so it wasn't Judy Burgoon who actually defined proxemics. It was Edward Hall. Mm-hmm. He is a 1960s Illinois Institute of Technology. He's an anthropologist, actually.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that. I took that class last semester. It was a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard it's hard.
It wasn't necessarily, once we got into
I'd be scared.
Once we got into trying to categorize anonymous and Africanus and the different types of Homo sapiens, if you will. Once we got into categorizing those things, it was a little hard. But honestly, it just made me realize exactly how primal humans are. Yeah. Which I found really interesting because I'm a nerd like that. But yeah, so Edward Hall, anthropologist, really defined what it means to have proxemics.
And they're defined by the 4 zones of intimate, personal, and social and public space. Okay. So this would be wait, what did you say that you would visualize us as? Okay. Is this personal space? This is personal space for you.
This is personal space for me. So we in one of our other takes, we were talking about the differentiating meanings of intimate, personal, social, and public space and how it varies from person to person. So while this is someone else's intimate space for them, this is personal space for me. Even actually, I would even say maybe social space for me.
Really?
Because I feel socially speaking, to have a very meaningful conversation, for me to fully understand your nonverbal communication and everything, we would be a couple feet apart. Yeah. Like this. Personal space would be someone super close to me. We're laying down, I would have to be touching you to a certain degree. I'm not saying that we need to be like this. But I'd be touching you in some sort of way. That's personal space. And I feel intimate space is when we're in full embrace. Yeah. I guess, and this could be
I definitely see that.
Yeah. I just feel for me.
Yeah. And then whereas me, I was telling Chantel in our earlier take where her nip was out.
I'm sorry. They're that's all I got.
That's all that was working for me. So when I sit in a classroom sometimes, for the first time, there are certain, now that we're halfway through the semester, I'm pretty much sitting next to the same people. So it's more of a personal space, not an intimate. Right. But when I first start in classes, you sit next to someone, and for me, it's always intimate. I'm always get away from me, you're too close.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I usually, and this is really backhanded, but I usually take my backpack and I put it next to me and be don't sit here because I don't know you. But
I don't know what you're gonna smell like.
yeah, it's definitely interesting, and it's also because I don't like hearing other people's conversations. That distracts me. Yeah. So with that, the idea with expectancy violations theory, there's 3 concepts. So there's expectancy, violation, and communication valence. I want to talk about expectancy first. Your expectancy is what is predicted to happen, and your expectations are what is desired to happen. So my question for you would be, how do you think that ties into expectancy violations theory?
I still don't know how to answer that. You stumped me.
I don't know.
Because it says what we predict will happen based on culture, context, relationships. So what we think might happen in a situation, in any given situation, this depends on our personal context of it. our culture and our relationships.
Right.
So the example would be if someone bailed on your plans 5 times and then you plan to hang out a 6th time. I mean, are you going to not expect them to bail whatsoever? I think it's natural for, the expectancy there to be, okay, that person's going to definitely cancel on me. You can't really help but think that at least a little bit.
Yeah. I think with expectancy...
So that would be context.
Exactly. Yeah. So I feel like with expectancy violations theory, I think like the more you speak with someone, the more you expect them to be in closer proximity to you. And so with that being said, like you expect them to be a certain distance from you from time to time. But when they do bail on you, like you said, like multiple times, then you can kind of predict, okay, well, this person's unreliable. Okay, well, I probably won't see this person because...
And you have an expectancy of that person, which is, I mean, in that situation, kind of negative.
Exactly.
Understandably so.
Okay, so then the second point for the 3 concepts of EVT, that's the shortened version of expectancy violations theory, EVT, is violation valence, which is unexpected behavior happens, and then we decide how to interpret it.
So I have a good example here. If you're on a date and you're like literally in just a basic conversation, let's say talking about the flowers that you picked earlier or something like that, and the person goes in for a kiss, like out of nowhere, like that is in that moment you decide like. Literally in the split moment, you decide how to interpret that. Like, in that moment, did you maybe want that kiss beforehand? And so you're like, oh, wow, he finally did it. Or are you like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
Get the hell off me.
Yeah, and then that's when they violated your
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I think that's a really interesting concept. Let us know in the comments how you would react to someone just randomly kissing you, or how would you want someone to kiss you on a first date? I think
definitely not mid. I guess it depends. Not mid conversation, like unless it was like you got that flirtatious stuff going, and you're like touching the knees and the hand and like everywhere.
Yeah, I've experienced all forms of that. I feel like the movie moment. I feel like with the first boyfriend I've ever had, I had that movie moment. At least in my eyes, I did. And then I've definitely been on a date where this guy, I think he was like Hindu or something like that, but he couldn't eat pork. And so, but he knew that he couldn't eat like beef or anything like that. But he knew that I had a burger before we went to the movies together, because I was like, you can't, but I can. And then, so he went in for a kiss, but he...
What?
That violated my expectancy so much. Like kissing someone.
What did your lips look like that?
I was like horrified.
Violation.
Get away from me. But then I've also, strategically speaking, by a more intelligent, I've also been verbally just asked, can I kiss you? Like,
and that's
consent.
Weird. I think that's a little weird.
I didn't find it weird, actually.
I guess it depends how do you ask you?
It was honestly just like, take this how you want, yes or no. Pretend like I didn't say anything if you say no, but can I kiss you right now? And I was just like, okay.
He must have been real hot. He was really hot.
Okay. I don't know. I was super into. I'd never been asked to kiss before, because it's especially in our society.
I have before. But I can see why, like, it can be very awkward and it could not be. Like, I've been asked before where it's like, it's like the end of the night and it's like, well, like, they're, we're holding hands, like, we're looking at each other talking. There's like, do you mind if I kiss you?
Yeah.
And it's very like kind of like gentleman-like, right?
Gentleman-like. Chivalry's dead.
I'm just kidding. Cheers to that.
No, it's not. Some of y'all are okay out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's really nice. I don't know. I just wanted to, like, I'm really curious if the 5 people that are actually going to watch this.
Yeah.
Let us know how you would prefer to have your expectancy violated.
And give us some stories.
Yeah, we want to see some stories. Respectful. Please be respectful in the comments. Thanks you guys for watching our video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and we hope to see you again soon.